Warning, the following podcast contains explicit potty mouth language. If you don't want to hear words like fuck, shit, or dick, parental advisory is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Round Robin. This is a bi-weekly podcast where we try to answer the weirdest, strangest, and smartest questions only found on the internet. I am your host, Ryan Neitzey, and today on this delayed release of this episode 10 podcast of season 2, we have none other than Adrienne Civetti. Adrienne, how's it going?
It's going.
It's going.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's a going process.
Oh, for sure.
How are you doing? Besides
I currently feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience, so
Still?
This should be interesting. Oh, yeah, no, this entire day.
And that other voice you heard was Jonathan Kuchinskas. Jonathan, how are you doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah. So you're tired, and Adrienne's having an out-of-body experience?
Yes.
This is gonna be a great episode.
This is gonna be a kooky one, possibly. A kooky one. Yeah. So why do you think you're having an out-of-body experience?
I don't know. This whole weekend has been a lot, and I think that my brain and body are just not getting along. So
They're just like
my soul's like, I need a break. Leave me alone.
I felt like that on Friday. I
Yeah.
definitely felt like that on Friday.
Is it just like you're both physically and mentally drained and
Yeah,
emotionally
like-
drained and all those things?
Physically, I'm here.
Yeah.
Mentally and emotionally, not at all.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bit different. I think I was like physically and like spiritually here, but like emotionally, I was just like checked out. I was like, I don't want to be here at all.
Mm-hmm. You're spiritually here?
Spiritually, I'm here in spirit.
Your soul has graced us with your presence.
Yes, but not my emotions.
Oh, dang. Well, let's pipe that up a little bit more and answer some questions and give people some necessary feedback. Do some necessary questions?
Not necessary.
Question mark? First off, we answer questions obviously from Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail. If you have any questions, audience member, you can email them in to roundrobinpod@gmail.com, just like the questions we will hear and try to answer today. So first off, Adrienne, I'm going to ask you, where would you like to answer the question, from Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail?
I'm feeling Gmail.
Gmail. Ooh, feeling a Gmail. Can I get a question 1, 2, or third?
2.
2. Okay. And like always, can we get a name for this person?
Clifton.
Clifton?
Yeah.
Do they have a last name?
No, it's just Clifton. Like Cher.
It's like Cher
Prince.
or Prince
Yeah.
or Madonna. It's Clifton.
It's just Clifton.
You know, Prince and Madonna and Cher, those are like really recognized, like in like one of a kind names.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Clifton.
Bold.
Do you know a Clifton?
No, I do not.
All right, then.
Clifton writes, what if scam artists swap lives with their victims, and that's why they're always scamming to get their original life back? Think about it. Clifton wants to know, what if the reason scam artists swap their lives with their victims, and that's why they always are scamming to get their original life back? Adrienne?
I feel like this just became a conspiracy theory podcast. Let's dissect.
Let's dissect. Let's open up. How so?
So, I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, I can repeat that question. Clifton wants to know, what if scam artists swap lives with their victims, and that's why they're always scamming to get their original life back?
So, is it like an infection? Like, is this like the zombie epidemic thing?
It sounds
where,
like it.
It just starts spreading and everyone's now trying to get their life back, so everyone's a scam artist.
It sounds like it a little bit.
Sounds like a zombie like infestation and Freaky Friday mixed together.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we should rate this movie.
It's like, yeah, like if you took Freaky Friday and a zombie apocalypse movie, combined the two.
Which Freaky Friday? That's the question.
Obviously the one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay, then.
The only
good
one that matters.
Yeah, the only one.
Wasn't there a scene where like a kid put chopsticks in his mouth and he was like a walrus?
Yes.
I don't know. That's the only thing I remember for that movie.
That's fair.
That's
How is that the only thing you remember?
I don't know.
I vividly very often think about the scene where Chad Michael Murray with long hair gets tackled in the street by Lindsay Lohan.
Oh my gosh! So I guess in this movie that we're writing,
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan
Lindsay
Lohan
scamming Chad Michael Murray.
is scamming people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And she switches bodies with Chad Michael Murray.
Identities.
Good point.
Identities.
And then they're both trying to scam even more, and it just keeps going
And they just
further.
keep scamming.
But it's like,
further.
but if you scammed
But
one
like-
person and you switch identities,
Well, the thing is, if you're a scam artist, artist means you probably do it a lot.
of course,
So if you scam Jonathan and you become Jonathan,
and he would become me.
yeah.
Okay.
So he's probably trying to scam you to get your life back, but you're probably trying to scam someone else.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
don't
say
wanna
you're scamming me.
Get my life back. That's why I scammed.
because-
So then
because
if
at this
you scam me and you're now Adrienne, but Jonathan is Ryan,
and you are
he-
Jonathan.
yeah, he would probably try to scam you. So then he's Adrienne and you're Ryan again. So you're fine.
Fuck.
Oh, then I'm fine.
It's a whole thing.
And you guys are fucked, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
See ya.
But then we would keep scamming. And you would probably keep scamming anyway because you're like, am I myself? You would have an identity crisis.
I think everyone would have an identity crisis at
Yeah.
that point. Jonathan?
This is a really confusing question, and I don't like it. I'm too tired for this shit.
It just unravels more and more as
it's going too deep.
it's like a domino effect.
Yeah, but my thing is like, if that was true, like we noticed a flaw in that because like, say you scam me and you become me and you
Yes.
want to get back into your body, you would just scam me again and you're back in your body. It's
Yeah.
But what if you're already scamming someone else?
But why would you? If you want to get back into your body, why would you scam someone in the first place then?
I don't know. Why would you? To experience
Why do people steal identity in real life?
to get back in their own body. What if
Yeah,
like
yeah.
scam artists are like hot pitch for the film. The original scam artist
Okay.
isn't like a person. It's like a ethereal being that is trying to get a body off of it. And that they're just like constantly switching in between people's bodies and lives and stuff
Until they find out the perfect body for
until
them.
they find the perfect body.
All right, maybe I like that. I like that.
Wait, is that what the host is about?
Fuck.
Fuck.
God dang it.
It's fine. Nobody remembers that movie anyway.
What movie?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what you're talking about when you said the host.
I've heard of it.
Who is in it? It's the girl from Sucker Punch. It's
Chad
Saoirse
Michael
Ronan
Murray.
in it.
I'll pull up IMDb.
It's Chad
I don't
Michael
know.
It's
It's Chad Michael Murray. It's Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis, all the classics.
Jamie Lee Curtis just eating Activia. I don't eat Activia. Disgusting.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a yogurt man.
So we're cutting out the sponsorship from Activia.
This episode sponsored by
Is yogurt too cold for you? Isn't ice cream too cold for you?
No. I can
No?
eat ice cream all day. I'm one of those people that like get an ice cream cone of soft serve and just bite into it.
Ugh.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait, you eat ice cream fast?
I mean, from fat. What did you find as fast? Like before it starts melting? Then yes,
Well, I'm just shocked.
as all
Well,
people should.
Because then why can't you eat cereal fast enough before the cereal gets soggy? If you can eat an ice cream
why are
cone
you
before it
calling
melts.
me out like this?
Here's the cast.
Are you trying to?
Yeah, it is Saoirse Ronan. Shout out to Saoirse Ronan. She just turned 24.
Would-
Happy belated birthday.
If you wanted to scam Saoirse Ronan, how would you go about doing it? If you wanted to steal her body,
Make
who
a
wouldn't?
fake movie and then cast her in it.
called the host too.
Honestly, I think that was what happened with the host. Somebody just entered her body.
And just hosted her.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Then Jonathan, Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail?
Let's go with my favorite Reddit.
Let's go with your favorite Reddit. Can I get an 1, 2, or 3?
Number 3, my lord. Number 3. Number
Oh.
3.
Number 3. Can I get a name for this person?
Rocco.
Ooh.
Rocco. Last name?
Modern Life.
Modern wife?
Modern Life.
I swear you said modern wife. Rocco, modern wife. It sounds like an intro to like Real Housewives or something.
What county?
Any
Baltimore.
of them. Any of them.
Baltimore County.
Not even Baltimore City. Baltimore
Baltimore
County.
Real Housewives of Baltimore County.
Yikes.
I'm Rocco, and I'm a modern wife. What does that mean? Like, they have a job, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more poodle skirts.
No more poodle skirts. They have a job. They
Women empowerment.
pay for their own Netflix subscription.
They're the breadwinner of the family.
They're the breadwinner.
Yeah. They could kill someone with their bare hands. Is that too far?
I don't know. I think the modern wife. I don't know. Rocco, the modern wife.
No, Rocco, Modern Life.
Rocco, modern life writes, why do I have to shit like a maniac after I drink a coffee in the morning? Rocco wants to know that I already thought that the possibility that I might have lactose intolerance because I pour a tiny amount of milk in my coffee, but I think that's not the case. I think it's just the coffee.
It is the coffee, actually.
What do you mean? I don't
mean,
drink coffee,
What
so this is also
pooping
for
like
me.
a maniac? Like,
Like
define maniac.
not
Define
diarrhea,
maniac.
pooping like a maniac. Because I would think if they said diarrhea, they would have said diarrhea. Like if it was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would have been a diarrhea. But this is a
think-
solid, altogether poop.
I think it has something to do with it being a warm beverage. I think it is. I think
Isn't it the caffeine?
I think it's the caffeine and the fact that it's warm. I think that it travels through your body faster when it's
Science. What?
when it's warm, like when it's like a hot liquid.
Jonathan pulls out a whiteboard. Starts, as you can see here.
No, because I know it's like that's a common thing, like for people like, to have to go to the bathroom right after drinking a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it? I don't know at all.
No, yeah, like if people that regularly drink coffee, it's always like they have their cup of coffee and then they need their morning poop.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
So Jamie Lee Curtis is also sponsored by
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, coffee and Activia, which sounds like a terrible mix.
Yes,
Mixed together.
Oh, gross.
Do you think that there's any chance it could be a lactose intolerant thing?
it might be.
He
but
said a
like,
tiny amount, didn't he?
he says
Yeah.
a tiny amount, so I don't think it would cause him to poop like a maniac,
Well, here's
as he
the
put
thing. Is it just after he drinks coffee, or like anytime he has like a grilled cheese or
Like that, like,
pizza,
yeah.
Well,
or
his
ice cream?
it does say that
needs
his-
to be eaten before it melts.
it does say that like he wakes up, drinks a cup of coffee in the morning,
Yeah.
goes to breakfast, toast, pancakes, bacon, pile of laxatives, yogurt, and then he goes to the poop because of the coffee.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's just the coffee.
I think it's the coffee.
That's
Maybe
not-
he should try a new brand.
I think it's
pooping
the
like a
eggs.
maniac.
I think it's the eggs.
You think it's the scrambled? That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's the problem.
Or you
You add
scramble
milk
it
to it.
sunny side up.
You add milk to it to make better scrambled eggs. That's
It's
the problem.
lactose intolerance.
It's lactose intolerance.
Whoa. You cracked it.
Like
But,
an egg. Like a goddamn egg. You cracked it.
Is it possible to scramble an egg before you crack it?
Yes,
Like if you
they
shake it?
they sell something for that. It's this
Well,
little. It's like a little machine
No,
that you like stick into the egg.
I want my hand. Can I scramble?
I mean, you
with
could
my hand?
try.
But scrambled egg also has to be like heated up a little bit to get solid. Like it's all liquid in there, right?
No, I know, but like not just the process of scrambling the yolk.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can crack it and like heat it up then. But
What? So when you heat up an egg shell, like the whole egg, that's what? Hard boiled?
yeah, it's hard
Yeah, boiled.
And
Well,
then
that's
you
when it's heated up in water.
Water
yes.
So like, what happens if you just put it in the microwave, just the egg?
explodes.
Okay, then right before it explodes, take it out with an oven mitt and shake it real hard.
You don't need it to be heated up to scramble it. You pre-scramble the eggs.
Yeah.
What?
But I guess you need milk to do that.
You crack them into a bowl and take a fork
How do you
and
make
like whisk
scrambled
them.
eggs?
Have you ever made scrambled eggs before?
What's a scrambled egg? Jonathan has put his hand in his face.
I think he's no longer here spiritually.
Shut up.
I think he left spiritually at the door now. His spirit has left us because I don't.
My spirit just died.
Oh Jesus! Oh boy!
You've never had scrambled eggs before?
No, I've totally had scrambled eggs before.
You never made
you've
scrambled?
I've totally made scrambled eggs before.
Okay, obviously not.
What do
I
you-
think you're lying to me.
I take the egg, I chop it up in a blender, then I
What?
pour it
Whoa,
out,
whoa,
add a pile of
whoa.
laxatives, a cup of coffee, and then I poop. And then when I get back, the eggs are scrambled. Easy as simple as pie.
All right, so I'm going to
So
teach
it's the-
Ryan.
it's
Ryan.
the
So the way it
lactose.
works is you take an egg.
One
You take 1 or 2 eggs, depending on how you're feeling.
or two, one or two,
You crack them into a bowl.
2 or 3. These are steps. 2 or 3.
You add a little milk to it
Okay.
and then scramble it.
Okay.
Like whisk it in the bowl.
When do you add the coffee?
You don't add the coffee ever. Never add coffee.
What about butter?
You butter the pan.
Whose pan? Like the god?
No, like the pan you're gonna cook the eggs in.
Like Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter.
You guys are testing me so much right now.
I thought we were making eggs.
I'm trying to teach you how to make eggs.
I didn't know we were taking a test. I wasn't prepared.
I didn't bring my number 2. I have a 1.5 pencil. Does that work?
I have a number 4. She thick.
God damn it.
What does that mean?
The size of the...
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
I think we should answer another question. I think we have enough time to answer a third question this first half. So I guess back to Adrienne. Adrienne, Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail?
I'll piggyback off of Reddit.
Piggyback on the Reddit.
Yeah.
That would be 1 or 2 then.
1.
1 then. Can I get a name for this person?
Rocco Modern Wife.
God damn it. I hate you guys.
Rocco, the modern wife.
Yeah, sorry. The. Middle name The. Yeah.
Rocco, the modern wife. Ass. What the hell is fire?
The fuck?
It's not a gas. It's not a liquid either, and it's nowhere solid. Why does it flicker like it's alive? Is it plasma, or does that work differently? In all caps, what the hell is fire?
Isn't it a reaction?
Yes.
To what? Exactly.
To a chemical change, I think it is.
Yeah, it's a change. Chemistry is change. Hashtag breaking
I love
bad.
how I'm talking about science stuff, and I haven't taken a science class in like 5 years.
Oh boy.
Like a real science class. I
Like
don't count-
chemistry
I don't
class
count
sort of
Earth-
thing?
I don't count Earth
So what is a
science.
fire then? But like everything's a solid, liquid, gas, plasma. What's a fire?
It's a reaction.
So okay, a reaction and creates a what? Fire
It's a process.
that creates.
Trust the process.
Well, because fire is a reaction of like the reason you have fire is if something's on fire. Like a solid is on fire and there's a reaction and there's heat and then it turns into a gas, right?
It is a gas.
Yeah.
What's wind then?
A gas.
Yeah, because air.
It's air.
Water
A liquid.
Liquid.
and earth.
Solid.
These
Depend-
4 elements.
Everything was okay
until the Fire Nation attacked.
So earth is solid, water is liquid, air is gas, fire is.
A reaction. That's why the Fire
I say it's
Nation took
plasma.
over.
I say it's plasma then.
So the plasma in your body
Okay.
is a reaction or is fire?
I don't know what.
That's a different.
Well, I don't know what the
different
plasma
type of
in my
plasma.
body is. I don't know what the plasma in
That's
my
a
body
different.
is
That's
at all.
different. That's different terminology for plasma.
That's my favorite Star Wars character,
Plasma?
Captain Plasma.
I hate her.
But no, anything that's like for like elemental like material things. For plasma is anything that's like really found in like space. So there's nothing really on Earth that is plasma. I feel like. I think.
Put it to me in D&D terms.
So do you like
D&D
space? Do you like adventure?
Do you like
space?
Do you like space adventures?
I actually space adventures all day. Plasma. Okay, well that's immediately. I Google the word plasma. Obviously, the colorless fluid part of your blood.
Yeah.
Talked about that part.
Colorless fluid. Plasma's colorless?
Yes.
And then
It's like clear.
the second question is the second definition is an ionized gas. So it's a gas then. It's not plasma. You lied to me. Scientific. Miss Dr. Trubick, AP chemistry in high school.
So
You're a liar.
plasma's a gas?
An ionized gas
gas.
consisting of positive ions and free electrons in proportions resulting in more or less no overall electric charge, typically at low pressures or at very high temperatures. So,
Maybe
if it's a-
fire is a plasma.
maybe fire is a plasma.
Is it an ionized gas?
What is fire?
Oh fuck.
I relate so well to Rocco right now. So they're saying plasma is sort of like neon.
Okay. But isn't neon a gas?
Oh, so like
Neon's
neon.
a
No,
gas.
neon is a gas and it's a plasma also.
Because it's Ne on the periodic table. That's all I know.
Then what's a fire?
We're gonna having a crisis now.
What is fire then?
I love when the dumb questions become the real ones.
It's just like, what? Jesus. What is fire?
I think that we should sit fire down and ask it, and just
What does it want to be called? Like, what is it?
Of course.
What does it
What
feel
are-
like it is?
Yeah, preferred pronouns, and also what's its identity as a whole.
The second paragraph starts with fire is hot because. I like how there's a whole. It's a really long paragraph too. I like how it's explained why fire is hot. I am more confused about fire than I think I've ever been in my life.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
I'm going to think about this for the next 12 seconds. God, what
There's
is
just an awkward 12-second break.
what is fire? Well, I think that was 12 seconds. I don't know. I think we should take a break, and I'm going to ponder about what fire is.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit longer, because I'm really confused now about one plasma told me it was an ionized gas. That's what threw me off for a loop. I'm sure there's a science teacher out there listening to the show that's screaming into their phone. Laptop,
Phone.
whatever device they're listening on,
Yeah.
and just angry and upset with us three in particular. But that's fine. I didn't ask the question. Rocco did. The modern way. All right, we'll see you when we get back. Bye.
Do you like space? Do you like adventures? Do you like space adventures? If so, listen to Pretty Wizard, a bi-weekly D&D podcast. That's right, I said podcast, an audio medium. I also said D&D, Dungeons & Dragons. So come and follow our three adventurers through space. Donovan, Jonathan, and Ryan. All narrated by their DM, Kane. Dungeon Master. You can listen to this great adventure on iTunes, SoundCloud, and even YouTube.
And we are back. We have still yet to discover what a fire is, but I think the break made us bring back our spiritual energies back into the show, right, Jonathan?
No.
Oh,
No. I'm still dead inside.
what a classic no but. Yes, but we are back on Round Robin, part 2 of this episode, answering some more questions from you, the audience, and people on Reddit and Yahoo that are completely sane and not crazy at all. So
Yeah.
what do you guys why you guys look sounding like that? Why you guys sounding
As a person who goes on Reddit quite often, people are fucking crazy on it.
fair. And you're on Reddit, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I know. People are fucking crazy on Reddit.
Jonathan, speaking of you, Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail?
Gmail.
Gmail. Can I
Fuck
get
Yahoo.
1 or 3?
1.
1. Okay. Can I get a name for this person?
Max.
Last name?
Yak on my belly.
Max, yak on my belly. This is going to be a very interesting one, and I'm going to apologize now to my mother about this question that was written in, not by me, but by Max, yak on my belly.
Also, shout out to Karen.
Shout out to Karen. Karen, turn the podcast off.
Woo!
Turn it off.
For like the next 10 minutes and then turn it back on.
Mute it, Mom.
Just keep hitting that fast forward.
Yeah, just keep doing it until
Till the end.
till the end.
Yep.
Anyways, Max Yak my belly writes, so my girl doesn't want to suck my dick / taste my seed because she told me she doesn't want to gain any weight. Is this true?
Can I leave?
Well, why do you want to leave, Adrienne?
Well, Max's question.
Did they really
There's a
write
lot.
seed?
Yeah, he wrote / taste my seed.
I feel like I know the person who said this then.
Adrienne, what was you gonna say?
Wait, this is from Gmail?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yikes. Jonathan, I'm gonna let you take that up.
Jonathan, go for it.
So
As our resident male.
semen has a lot of calories in it, so she's not wrong.
How many calories does semen have? And is it a fire, liquid, gas, or plasma?
I'm gonna look it up. The proper
Is
amount.
it a liquid?
Wait.
Is semen like a Jello sort of thing, where it's like a in between?
It's an in between. It's an in between.
Is this lol squid? I know we're off topic now, but
Anyway, also, if plasma is an ionized gas, going back to this,
yeah.
then it's still just solid, liquid, or gas, right? Why is it solid,
Maybe there's
liquid,
so many
gas,
things
or
that are,
plasma?
maybe there's so many things that are ionized gases that they call it plasma.
It's just all plasma.
Yeah, that's just they makes enough of its own category.
What is plasma?
But I don't fucking know. So
So I was wrong.
Okay, what were you wrong about?
So I thought it was a lot more than it was. It's like 5 calories per teaspoon.
Oh, that's nothing.
Teaspoon?
That's a diet.
What? You,
It's heavy in protein though.
Jonathan, looks like you're losing a lot of weight. Yeah, I'm on this all semen diet. I don't know.
No, I'm on this no food diet
I'm on
actually.
this no food diet.
Hashtag
I
taste the seed.
Oh God.
God. Oh, I hate that. I think I got a title out of this episode.
I hate that we record right near our cafeteria because I'm so hungry right now and I want food so
I
bad.
hope they're serving seed tonight.
No, it won't fill me up enough.
Apparently, it's only 5 calories per teaspoon.
High protein.
Got a lot of protein in it.
Yeah, high protein, low calorie. That sounds like a nice diet.
It's not a bad diet.
It's
if you like
not.
eat enough of it, it sounds like it's not a bad diet.
But like, yeah.
But like, yeah.
Can you repeat the question again? I want to hear the rest of this. Like,
So my girl doesn't want to suck my dick, taste my seed, because she told me she doesn't want to gain any weight. Is this true?
first of all, the first part is, even though spitters are quitters, you do not have to swallow.
Well,
Adrienne. Yes.
that's like your feelings are valid, but
Yes. Okay.
So like the first part is there might be something else. There might be a different reason for why she's saying that. Because like she doesn't have to.
It's
maybe
just like
she just doesn't like sucking dick.
Well,
Yeah.
then as you got to figure that out.
it's just a shitty excuse. It sounds
yeah.
like it.
I mean, I've made some poor excuses.
Name
3.
3.
Bloody nose.
1.
Shark Week.
That's well, knowing you, Adrienne.
That's a solid excuse right there.
Yeah.
Adrienne, knowing you, that's not an excuse. That's a real thing that you scheduled into your calendar for months.
No, exactly. And just sleep. Like, just pretend you're asleep.
Yeah, that works.
That one
Well,
works,
if it
yeah.
doesn't, then kick them out.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Break up with them or like kick them
No,
out.
like kick them out. Like leave them, drop them.
Yeah, on
If
their head.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Their penis head. I like the fact that they're asking like the ridiculous part of this question is that they taste my seed and they're like they don't want to gain any weight, but they're asking if this is true or not. They're asking if like is my girlfriend saying actually true or is she lying to me?
Well, like, here's the thing. I don't know how much she would have to consume, but I feel like it's not enough to gain weight.
Here's my concern. They asked us to answer this question.
Of course.
When
Should
it took
ask
me
her.
it took me 2 seconds to look it up on Google to prove that she's not telling the truth.
Remember, this is from Gmail.
Mm-hmm. But they also can submit Reddit and Yahoo questions. Keep that in mind.
Oh, they can? Oh.
Interesting. Also keep in what about this proposition here?
Okay.
He just comes a lot. Like we said 5 calories a teaspoon. What if he just like comes
That's
like
what I'm thinking. like-
tablespoons?
Or gallons. Just gallons.
Oh God. God. What's the how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
Like,
I think it's like
it's like a weird number, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
3 or
3.
something?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
3.
Nice.
So that's 15 calories.
Oh, big deal.
Oh, that's not
And
a
high
lot.
protein.
What about a gallon?
How many teaspoons are in a gallon?
768. 768 times what? Would you say 5?
Yeah.
Is 3,840.
See, that's a lot of calories.
That's a couple of Big Macs.
It's like 2.
A couple.
Yeah, I mean, you're both right.
That's a lot. And if he, like that's my pitch is that maybe it is a serious thing with her is that she doesn't want to gain any weight. She's she's a fitness model where she has a competition coming up and
even the slightest amount of calories will
exactly.
ruin it.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it's also that thing where like a gallon is a lot to consume in general, no matter what it's of.
No matter what consistency.
So yeah, I just give her a break.
Give her a break. Break her off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Actually, don't. She doesn't want to gain the weight.
Also, my thing is if like the roles were reversed, would he want to consume anything or ingest anything?
Well, if he didn't want to gain any weight, then almost certainly, right?
But like, why is he complaining? Suck it up, dude. At least you're getting your dick sucked.
No, he's not. That's the thing. He's not.
He is. She's just not swallowing.
No. She said she will not do it.
She will not. She doesn't want to suck his dick because she doesn't want to gain any weight. Which, hold on,
That's what I'm saying.
maybe he's not. What if he doesn't come at all, but she still doesn't want to suck his dick because they're not. She doesn't want to gain any weight. Like, what if it's not a semen thing at all? What if it's like she gains weight by sucking dick somehow? Like the act of sucking a dick, she gains weight.
But wouldn't you? Isn't
Hold
that
on.
a form of working out though?
Yeah, but what if?
Yes.
What if she has a rare condition where instead of whenever she sweats, the sweat actually builds up more fatty tissue, and she gains weight?
Then she would already be out of shape and very heavy because you just sweat in general all the time.
Fair.
I don't sweat. I glisten.
Wow.
Now you sweat. We all sweat.
Do I?
Yes.
You don't have proof.
You're a
sweating,
human.
You're sweating right now. You're like that Key and Peele
Beans.
episode. Let's answer another question. Mom, you can put in the podcast back on if you so choose. Mother.
Sorry, Karen.
Mother. We weren't talking about dicks. Anyways, I think this is Jonathan's turn.
No, I just picked one.
Oh, then it's Adrienne's turn. My mistake. Adrienne, it's your turn. Reddit, Yahoo, or Gmail? There's a lot of questions here on this today's show.
I guess
episode.
Gmail again. Let's go for it. The last one.
Gmail again. You guys have stayed away from Yahoo
Just
completely.
fuck Yahoo.
God dang. Then
I
Gmail.
feel like there's some good Yahoo ones though.
Oh, there's certainly
stupid
there's
ones.
some certainly good Yahoo ones. I can show you that much. Can I get a name for this person?
Oh God. Ronan.
Ronan.
Yeah.
Last name?
Thanos.
Ronan Thanos?
Yeah.
Of course. Ronan
Yeah.
Thanos writes, what if when we zone or space out, we traveled into the future?
Okay, listen. I'm here for it.
But when you snap back into reality, you don't remember anything because you thought you were experiencing real time. Is this where deja vu comes from? Ronan Thanos asks.
Again, so this is now a conspiracy podcast.
Of course.
I'm here. Let's dissect.
Cue the thunder.
Honestly, I agree with this. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it.
Okay.
I support it. What if?
Yes.
I hope that's an accurate thing. What if?
What do you mean? Like,
Well,
what
like
part
also
of it?
there's a ton of different theories about deja vu
Okay.
and like parallel universes.
Like
and all
what?
that. I mean, like one is like deja vu is because your like parallel self is like converging with you.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's sometimes
The classic
or
Fringe TV show.
yeah. Or there's another theory about. Are you okay, Jonathan?
Oh, sorry. I was startled for a little bit.
Where were you?
Do we have hoverboards yet?
Nice. No.
Damn it.
I need to put them.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm sorry. Can you explain your joke a little more?
Oh, yeah. So what I did
don't
was I was
understand
staring at the
unless I'm-
ceiling for like a solid 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Adrienne asked, am I okay? And I said, sorry, I spaced out. Because the question is about spacing out and if we time travel.
And then you
So
started explaining.
Yeah.
that like, I asked if there was
Thank you.
hoverboards because like that's in the future and shit.
Uh-huh.
And
Well,
then,
we have hoverboards now.
yeah, but like you guys were like, I was just making a joke.
Hold on, explain the
think-
joke again.
Okay, so what happened was I was
I
staring
don't
at the
feel
ceiling.
like anything is valid until it's mansplained to me.
What if when we zone out? So you said other theories about deja vu. You said you subscribe to this
Oh yeah.
idea.
I love crazy theories.
What about this theory that you like so much? That
I mean, I think just the fact that zoning out is you're experiencing something different. Because what does happen when you zone out? Explain it.
Nothing. You zone out. That's the whole point.
But like, where does your mind go? Because it's impossible to think
Nowhere.
about nothing.
fair.
Like you're always thinking about something.
Your brain
it's
is
impossible.
doing something.
Yeah, your brain is. Oh, there's never an absence. So when you zone out, what are you thinking about? Where'd you go? That's why I subscribe to this.
I like the idea.
I get the weekly newsletters.
to Brain Weekly.
Yeah.
I like the idea that like zoning out is sort of like your brain taking a little nap. Just like part of your brain is just taking like, no, I'm just gonna take a little rest right here. And it's like, oh, okay, brain, and you start looking out into space and whatever. Because it's just like, you know, that's what it sort of feels like zoning out can be. Is it sort of feels like I'm just like looking off and just not feeling like I'm listening or not listening to anything or not hearing anything. I'm just experiencing my own little world, whether it be the past, future, or present.
Or what if it's a glitch in the Matrix?
What? What do you mean? How so?
The simulation theory.
Of course.
Like, what if it's just added on to that?
Uh-huh.
What if? Answer my question, Ryan.
How so? Like what? So what? It's just a glitch. Explain the simulation.
Like if
theory.
you're okay.
Okay,
It's a lot.
start at the beginning. Todd, the accountant, is bored at work, so he decides to boot up a simulation.
So Elon Musk. No, I mean the theory is just that like we're living in a simulation and certain events you can see glitches in the Matrix because we like and that's the quote unquote proof to the fact that we're living in a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
So we're basically just living a big game of Sims.
Yes.
So what if zoning out is just a glitch? Like what if you're lagging?
Like, ooh, you're lagging. I like the Jonathan thoughts.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He's lagging.
I don't like that.
You're really lagging behind on this answer. What do you?
I don't like this.
What do you mean you don't like this?
I don't like the way it makes me feel inside. I don't like thinking about things like this.
Like what?
Like thinking about like that our lives aren't real because it makes me.
Does this episode need a trigger warning?
Because like it is like I feel like a dark sense of despair in my body when I think about stuff like this. Because I think about it, it's weird. I think about like this stuff like all the time. Like,
Yeah.
is my life a real life? Is it like?
I need to take notes for my D&D character. Sorry if that's disrespectful.
No, it's fine.
But
Like,
literally, like,
it's like is my life like a real life? Like, is this actually happening to me right now, or is this some sort of game to someone?
Is this a weird simulation?
Yeah, well, not even a simulation for like someone like more like a video game for someone, or like someone, or like I like the theory about, it's been talked about a bunch, and like Logic featured it on his not most recent album, the album before, where it's one person is living everyone's life and he keeps going back and forth until he
Like a scam artist.
oh god no so no it's the idea that there's this one eternal being who keeps going back and living each person's life, every single person's life that's been like lived on this planet has been lived by one person who just keeps going back and living it.
that's boring. I'm sorry.
No, but it's the idea that like this person keeps doing that until they've learned enough to become and move into like the next stage of
There's
their
like
being.
7 billion people. So like to keep going and living like everyone's life and having to interact with basically your past self, that sounds terrible.
Well, the thing is, the way the theory works is that whenever the person goes into a new body, they don't know that. They don't know that they're.
Well, yeah.
But like, so like.
Well, and which would explain déjà vu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, so like, if someone else that person's lived for has experienced the same thing, you've experienced that before. So it's a slight, as you were saying, glitch, like in the way that their mind is working.
Yeah. There's also like Elon Musk describes it as, I think it's the way he describes it, that technology, when you think about it, like what is it, 50 years ago was Pong.
Yeah.
60 years ago or whatever. And Pong was just 2 paddles and a ball. And
bloop,
yeah.
Bloop, bloop.
And now there's VR.
yeah.
And the VR is like getting really good. And so if you think about that short amount of time, how much video games have improved, think about hundreds of years or even like whatever many years in the future, it's like just we would not know the difference.
And add
it would be like, yeah.
Add that like Moore's law thing as well,
No,
where
exactly.
it's like it took 50 years to go from like Pong to VR. And if Moore's law thing is that like every 2 years, like the circuit board and like machines and stuff, like it gets
You can
halves essentially.
yeah.
Like, if VR is what we're at now? What's the next 50 years gonna
Exactly.
be? Is
I don't
it
even-
we are creating our own
Well, and,
simulation
like, if-
farms in the future?
Yeah,
I don't-
and if in the future people are living a simulation, because I don't understand why somebody would want to live a simulation as me, because I'm pretty like, I don't know, I'm not like Spider-Man. Why would you want to live just a boring film major life?
But at the
even though-
same time,
But
You don't know what happens in your future.
yeah,
that
that's
could be
the thing.
exciting.
And people like, one person explained it to me as like, it's not the fact that they're simulating like their ideal life, they're just simulating what life was years ago. So like,
Yeah.
what if in the future movies aren't a thing and somebody just really wants to know about what it was like to be a young filmmaker?
yeah,
yeah.
or even just go to a movie theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Experience shitty prices.
Yeah.
So like, that's why everyone like could be played as.
Are you trying to set up for a movie pass ad?
I mean, if I were, it would be the perfect opportunity.
I know,
to
that's what I was like,
slot
is he-
one in.
Ryan, what's Movie Pass?
Movie Pass. I can't. I'm not sponsoring by Movie Pass. Not yet.
But hit us up.
Hit us up, Movie Pass. I think we have time to answer one last question. Gmail has all been used up. You guys have never touched Yahoo, and there's only one question of Reddit left. So I'll ask Adrienne first. Reddit, Yahoo.
I'm sorry, Jonathan.
No.
Yahoo. Jonathan, 1, 2, or 3?
4.
Not an answer.
5.
It's going wrong direction.
0.
I'm just gonna pick one for you.
Pick a good one.
Okay. Adrienne, can you get a first name for this person?
Oh God.
So much pressure.
I'm bad with names.
Wow.
Shane.
Shane. It took you that long to come up with Shane.
My thought process went from like Brooks to Brooklyn to Halsey
Weird. Okay.
to Shane Dawson. So I don't know.
Shane. Okay. Then Jonathan, can I get a last name for this person?
O'Mac.
Nice. Shane
O'Mac.
O'Mac. Shane O'Mac writes, what should you do if you accidentally kill your neighbor's dog?
Cry.
Like,
What I would do.
Did you say cry?
Jesus Christ.
I would just start bawling.
Of course.
What kind of dog was it?
It doesn't say. The additional details do say, like you threw a knife at it accidentally. Now what?
How do you accidentally throw a knife at it?
Okay, wait. I have to defend this person on this one because my dad accidentally knocked our first dog's eye out. So
Wait, what?
yeah, I grew up with a dog with one eye, so I didn't understand why other people's animals had two.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's
Her
fair.
name was Sam. She was a good dog.
One eye.
She had one eye.
She was a pirate.
Yeah,
Arr.
and I once had a dream that she was basically a space pirate.
I mean,
Yeah.
checks out at least.
Do you like space?
Do you like adventures?
Adventure.
Do you like killing your neighbor's dog? So what should you do, Jonathan, if you accidentally, like you're driving down the street one day, you run over, you hit a bump, and then you look out and it's your neighbor's dog? What do you do?
Tell your neighbor that you accidentally ran over their dog.
But what if the neighbor's not home?
Call the neighbor and say I accidentally ran over your dog.
What if your phone's not dead?
It depends.
Wait, what?
What if your phone's dead?
You said not dead though.
What's up? I misspoke.
Go into your house and use the landline and call your neighbor.
Who has a landline
Okay, now-
anymore?
My family still has a landline.
Now we're getting ridiculous.
yeah, but
here.
you're from New York.
Wow.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
How statist of you.
Yeah, I think you're the only person I know from New York.
Really?
So, well, besides my 7th grade social studies teacher, she was from Rochester. Shout out to her. I still think about her every time I see a guy riding a lawnmower.
Weird.
Wait, why?
Moving on.
So, Adrienne, what would you do if you accidentally kill your neighbor's dog?
Again, I'd cry. Cry
Immediately.
some more.
Of course.
I'd try to save it while crying. And I
Like give it CPR?
yeah.
Mouth
I mean,
to
he
mouth?
threw a knife at it.
Accidentally, though. How's the conversation going to go?
I mean, here's the thing. Was he like practicing for the carnival or the circus? Like one
Maybe.
of those knife thrower people?
Possibly.
I feel like he was practicing and was like, oh, fuck. And,
Oh, jeez. Oh,
gee, dang it, not again.
Marge, I missed again. I hit the dog. I hit the neighbor's dog again.
Again?
I don't know. Yeah, so you should try to give the dog mouth to mouth with your
I mean, I
tears.
didn't say that, but yeah, sure.
It's like a fairy tale where like the tear like wakes up the dog. And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
hoping, like, I want to have healing powers.
Your tears?
Yeah.
How sweet.
What a weird superpower.
What a...
Can you imagine just like in a crisis where everyone's dying and you're like, okay, I gotta cry. All
Think
right.
dead dogs, onions, dead dogs.
Hit the dog with a knife again. It's fine. Okay. Just-
Sad movies, sad
onions,
movies.
dead dogs, onions, sad movies, dead dogs, onions. Those are the three, the triumvirate of sad things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah. Because onions make me think of Shrek, and that movie always gets to me.
They got layers.
Ogres have layers,
Like parfait?
like cake. Cake has layers.
This is trailing off immediately. We're going to pick the next guest for next week's episode. I have a thing of Google Sheets in front of me. It has a randomizer, and one of you will just have to press enter, and we will randomly choose someone to be the next guest. Can one of you?
I'll press it. We're pressing it together.
You pressed
That was
it
a
together.
romantic moment.
You pressed it together, and it's
Oh.
loading. It's loading. It's loading, and we have selected. Would one of you like to read? One of you can't read. Okay, that's
I
fine.
can't
thought
see
he
it.
was gonna say the first name.
That's
Over an
fine.
angle.
First
Okay.
one's Zach Burkeen, and the second one is
Adam Michalak.
Adam Michalak.
Adam Baby Boy Michalak.
Baby boy,
Yeah.
baby bod, baby. Oh man, if a baby had a bod like Adam Michalak,
Those pecs alone.
those traps. Yes, next week's episode will be Zach Burkeen and Adam Michalak. Thank you guys for coming on.
No problem.
Thank you, Jonathan, Adrienne. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Where
Third
can
time's
people?
the charm.
Third time's the charm. Where can people find you?
same.
Well, this is the third time we tried to record
Oh
this.
yeah, you're right.
But is this the third time you've been on Round Robin in general?
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Same. Look at that.
Oh my
Third
God.
time's the charm all around.
Crazy.
Then where can people find you?
John, you can go first.
Nowhere. Please don't find me. I don't like being stalked.
Fair enough. But is there anything you would like to promote then?
Well, obviously, me and Ryan's other podcast, Pretty Wizard.
I highly recommend.
Of course.
Adrienne-
There's one
A-
episode with 2 potatoes. It's quality.
Adrienne is our biggest fan, so she loves the show. But yeah, so you can find that at Pretty Wizard Pod on Twitter. We have a Facebook group, and we're on any platforms for podcasts. Just type in Pretty Wizard Podcast,
And you'll
And
totally
you'll
find it somewhere.
and you'll find it somewhere.
Adrienne, where can people find you, or was there anything you would like to promote?
So there's this one podcast. It's called Pretty Wizard. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Really?
But you can also find me on Twitter. It's just Civetti Adrienne. That's my name. It'll be in the description, I guess.
It's my name. Don't wear it out.
Yeah.
It would
Honestly,
definitely be
please. It's a weird name.
Please don't wear it out. God dang. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Until then, we'll see everyone next time. Goodbye.
Bye. My leg.
Round one in pod. Round one in pod.
I would like to thank Adrienne Civetti and Jonathan Kuchinskas for coming on to the show. Obviously, there were some scheduling problems that we had to fix, and we resolved it. And thankfully, they were able to help resolve it with me. We were able to have this wonderful episode for you. A week late, but here nonetheless. Artwork was created by Kayla Zuromski, and equipment was provided by Wild Stangs Radio Studio at Stevenson University. And if you, the audience member, have any weird or smartish questions or find any from Reddit or Yahoo, send them in, as always, to roundrobinpod@gmail.com. That's all one word, that word being roundrobinpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at roundrobinpod. You can also review the show on iTunes by leaving a little 5-star review, a little comment about what you enjoy about the show. As always, I am your host, Ryan Neitzey, and thank you so much for listening to Round Robin. Next episode is, in fact, next week. This back-to-back Round Robin weeks on Thursday, April 26th. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay smartish.